Sometimes some things happen today in the gaming industry that you couldn't make up. You know, not in your worst Orwellian nightmare 10 or 15 years ago as a gamer would you expect the things that go on now to ever happen.
Turning players into payers.
But it's true. I was recently tweeted by Temukus, I probably said that wrong. Man, check this out. A Reddit user has found the damage numbers in Anthem don't add up, meaning the level 1 Defender rifle does more damage than a level 45 Masterwork weapon. I don't know what else to say. It's short and sweet and crazy. Frankly, Anthem, the only thing that saves Anthem from being the worst online games as service multiplayer RPG is Bethesda's Fallout 76. If I worked at BioWare, I would kiss Todd Howard's tiny little hobbit-sized feet and say, "Praise you, God, Howard. You've taken a bullet on this one."
Who's laughing now?
I can't. This shit's ridiculous. I can't even make up anything to make fun of this because it was so dumb. I laughed myself till I got my composure back. And now that I'm talking about it, I can't even make a joke of it because this is horrible. The Yeet Lord Supreme. Now that's a Reddit name. Shit. And I thought Billy had a good name when he called himself the Yeet Master. The level 1 Defender rifle is the best weapon in the game. Also, damage numbers are pointless and don't mean anything.
All you need is smiles. Lots and lots of smiley smiles. Your sweet pink mouth goes north, not south, and just smile.
It still looked like it did the same amount of damage, even though it said 200, which basically means the damage numbers are pointless. So this guy's making a fucking point. So I was just fucking around with various guns and components trying to quantify their damage amounts when I stumbled upon something rather strange. It seems that the default weapon you get when creating a new loadout is better than any other weapon in the game. I just noticed that someone from BioWare actually commented this and they deleted their comment. So that's what the guy meant when he sent me a deleted post. Okay, nice. Components during this test: airborne advantage, coverage core, defensive bulwark, and firearm calibration core. All are ranger components which increase weapons damage. Anyway, as for this test itself, with my level 1 common defender rifle, one bullet does 286 damage against the normal Scar Trooper. With my level 45 Masterwork Blaze rifle, one bullet does 1184 damage against the normal Scar Trooper. Given these numbers, you might reasonably assume that the Masterwork weapon will kill the enemy faster, since it does more damage. This is not the case. Going back to the Scar Trooper with the MW rifle, it takes 6 bullets to kill our Scar friend given the damage numbers, and our level 1 rifle should take about 5. Guess how many it actually takes? 4. That's right, 4 bullets, not 4 times as many, literally 4 rounds. Our level 1 rifle is somehow more effective than the level 45 Masterwork despite our damage numbers that pop up telling us. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's take a look at that. Stu, can I get a clip here, please, Stu? Okay, yes. That's the Masterwork. Yeah, that's a good gun. It's got a lot of numbers. That's how you know it's good. The level 1 weapon is way more effective. Isn't that some shit? You mean the whole time I was playing the Anthem beta, I wasted my time getting a better weapon because the best one I had was the first one they gave me? No wonder it seemed like enemies were tougher when I started. Oh, wow, you dicks. You dicks. I was like, wow, this game's really tough. I got this level 14 weapon, and it seems like these enemies are just getting stronger. There's some buggy fuckery going on with the default level 1 rifle. Damage numbers are meaningless and do not reflect the actual damage done in a target. Remember when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and everyone was like, oh, you know, don't worry. They're like a secondary BioWare. When the real BioWare takes over and they do the next game, everyone's going to see how great BioWare really is. You'll see, you fucking hater. You cisgendered fuck. And what's going to be the excuse here? Maybe BioWare should have worked more on the game itself rather than making sure that the facial animations look really good this time around, huh? I even hear the facial animations are over-exaggerated. Fucking A, dude. It's like sad, really. It's sad. This is a very expensive game. They spent years making it. They probably pumped millions of dollars into it. And this is the outcome. I know people sit there and go, well, give it time. They'll fix the game in a little bit of time. And remember how Rainbow Six Siege was. And I'm just like, cut the shit, man. That's Ubisoft, not EA and BioWare. Ubisoft are the masters of putting out a games as service game and then refining it over time. And actually, basically, Ubisoft launches games in beta mode, in my opinion. They're like, here's the game. It's the release. Just kidding. It's actually a long beta. The full game will be released 2 years from now. It's just sad. This is the state we live in, dude. I could not even come up with this. If I was trying to, like, if I worked for The Onion, if they hired me, they said, Gundam, you're a funny guy. We want you to come up with some wacky stories for, like, video games. I'd never come up with something like this. To think this is, well, it's not really BioWare. As I stated in my last video, the BioWare we know and love is dead. They're gone. Everybody that made the games we loved in the past, including Mass Effect 1 and 2, forget it, they're gone. All we're left with are the B team, essentially. BioWare's done. They're going to get to make Dragon Age. And if Dragon Age flops like this, mark my words, EA will dissolve BioWare. It will be the end, and those IPs will end up just like Dead Space. They will be things we talk about years from now. Oh, remember how good Dead Space 1 was? Dead Space 2 wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as 1. Things went bad when Dead Space 3 came out, when EA forced them to put in microtransaction shit and ruin them. Maybe EA's behind ruining this. I mean, let's look at the facts. Respawn Entertainment put out Apex. EA had no faith in that game. It literally silently launched. And everybody's like, you want to play Apex? I'm like, what the fuck is the Apex? They're like a Titanfall Battle Royale. I'm like, this will be shit. It's from EA. And turns out it's good because EA didn't touch it. But do not get me wrong. I fucking hate Apex's loot box system. It's garbage. The loot boxes suck dick. The way you acquire legendary skins suck cock. It's so skewed you literally have to buy something in order to get the skin you want. Then you gotta have the in-game tokens to get the alternate skin. It's like they're jerking you off and fisting you in the ass at the same fucking time. But the fact the game's good, I ignore the loot box system even though I think it's trash. I'm pretty sure EA has a good hand in BioWare. They probably said we need games as service, live service games, so we can milk the customer. We don't care how you do it, get it done. And there's probably so much emphasis put on how could they put it in without it being intrusive that they just drop the ball in the game itself. And I'm just ranting at this point. Oh, fucking I forgot to say. Brandon Holmes did comment on this, the technical design director. We'll need to investigate this. Scaling systems are supposed to allow low-level players to play with high-level players, but be effective against high-level enemies. This is not intended. Something ain't right there. You got that right, my friend. There's a lot not right, including the game bricking PlayStation 4 systems. A lot of things are going wrong here. Oh boy. Goodbye, Anthem. I can't say it was nice knowing you. It's a good idea, just poorly executed. If anyone at EA had brains, they would have said, listen, we're going for this Iron Man bullshit. Make it a single-player game. Let's build some lore. Let's get people interested. Then later on, when people are invested in the IP, we then launch the games as service platform. That way, people will actually have something to go on, and they'll have nostalgia working in our favor. Nope, they're just like, cool mech suits, lots of shooting, explosions, and numbers. Division 2 with mech suits. You're a genius, sir. This is why you're the CEO.
Of course, Don. Exactly the right thing to do. Play with them.
So, where are we with that, Marv?
With what, Don?
Our restructuring plan?
You mean the thing that you just mentioned just now?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on top of that, Don.
Good.
I'm out of here. Fuck this. You don't have to rate, comment, subscribe, this hateful piece of shit. Because it's hard to even make this funny, to be honest. It's a mess. I can't do anything with this. It's a tragedy.